And when you ask me to tell you about the book, for me to tell you about the book, I'd have to go back I'd have to make it more figurative, in other words. And what I mean by that is, the book to me is very symbolic. It's symbolic of Patrick's journey from the first time we met, which was back in 2003, of September 2003 when we first met. And from that time up until now, what the book represents to me is to see how Patrick, when he first came to this great country of ours, with not much at all, just a dream in his heart, a vision of where he wanted to be, which he had back in his homeland of Burundi, to see how that vision has played itself out 7 years later. I remember when we first met at York University back in 2004. And I remember sitting there with Patrick. I said, okay, you want to have a business? Well, you got to write down what you want to do. What's your vision? So we sat down there, and then he started to tell me, okay, I want to be in radio. I want to do documentaries. I want to have my own motivational business. And in my mind, I'm thinking, wow, this guy wants to do everything. And that's the one thing I remember. Fast forward 7 years now, and it's funny enough because about a year ago we were looking at an email in which we wrote down all of those points. And in going back over that email, we took a pen and started to check off exactly what are we doing. And it's amazing because we've pretty much covered 75% of it. So when you ask me about what the book means, the book to me is symbolic of Patrick's journey. His journey from the time he came into Toronto with a vision, and fast forward 7 years later to see how that vision, through determination, sheer willpower, how it's begun to play itself out. So that book is a book of Patrick. And just like his blog, you read the book, it's almost like you have Patrick with you telling you the story. So go read the book. That is a fantastic question, because in reading the book and even in editing the book, the part of the book that inspires me the most is pretty much the entire book, but it's the message in the book. In the book, you'll see where he writes his blog, which you've all been reading. And then in the blog itself, in the blog, you'll see where the way he writes it essentially is as if he's speaking to you. So it's not, it doesn't follow the conventional grammar protocol, because he wanted to write it in a way that you can identify with and feel like you were there. The part of the book that inspires me is the part that comes after that, where he talks about what he learned from his experience. And the reason why it inspires me is because so many times we go through the same thing. We think of an experience that we went through, and in that experience we think that, oh my gosh, the world's coming to an end. I'm not gonna see the light of day. And we think that's it. But in the book, what he does, he goes back over these experiences and he begins to reflect and see, wait a minute. Some of these experiences I experienced, in actual fact, when I thought it was preventing me from achieving my dream, it actually helped me to get to my dream closer. So it's not even a matter of building character or talking about the character that he built while going through the experience. But even beyond that, to show how the very negative situation that he perceived that was negative at that time played itself 2 years out later. Oh my gosh, it was the right thing that happened to him, because it led him in a direction that he needed to go, which 2 years ago he thought was the wrong direction. So it's almost like in the book, it's like it's telling me everything. If you have a vision, if you have a dream and you believe it, don't try to figure it out. Believe that every step you're taking is going to get you there. And no matter what you do, it'll all work together to get you there. But you got to believe it. And that's what inspires me in the book. His perseverance, persistence, a determination that Patrick believes he can create his own life and go out and live it. And that's the message he tells to all of us. So in the end, if there's anything I can tell you about what inspires me in the book, is his passion and his determination to not give up. And to not even let you give up. Because that's the whole point of the book, to inspire you. Not just to follow along his journey, but to start your journey. And both of you do it together. So go buy the book. And the part of the book, throughout the book, you'll see where Patrick's whole vision is, yes, he's determined to achieve his dreams. But the way he goes about it is based on this principle. That if I help someone achieve their dream, then my dream will unfold. And even as we speak right now, the person that is doing this first right now, this opportunity that we have here, is a testament to what I'm saying. Someone that Patrick met at a point in time when, life sends you those challenges. And it sent my friend behind the camera those challenges. But the right person was there at the right time, in this case Patrick, as he always says. And all he did was work with him, help him. And 7 years later, we have the opportunity to be here to see where he's gotten to. And at the end of the day, that in itself tells you that when you have a dream, when you have a vision, the way you get there is not by racing ahead of someone else, but by helping those that are with you to achieve their dreams. And in doing that, yours will play itself out. Now, I'm not telling you that's the right way or the wrong way. I'm just saying that's the way we discover. And that's the way that worked for us.